Hey, good afternoon, traders. Okay, so I ran out of time on my daily update yesterday. I was getting into Jasmy. Wanted to say a few more things regarding trade strategy here, but out of time. So I decided to make another quick video here before the thing starts popping again. I want you guys all to take advantage of this, and because it generates a lot of interest, specifically on YouTube and here on TradingView. I think it's a good crypto to play around with in terms of trade. All right, we got lots of volatility, and as you guys know, that's what I love. And here, let's see, today's Thursday, so this was on Tuesday. Tuesday, we had a big move on Jasmy, and if you were somehow lucky enough to buy here near the bottom, this candle moved almost 100% in one day. And so you can't find um, profits like that anywhere else. And I expect my traders, when they make that kind of profit, plus in conjunction with hitting one of our resistance levels, to sell. That's what a good disciplined trader will do. And Substack subscribers, you guys know I sold here. Now, because I uh, got a little bit of FOMO on this one, I didn't actually wait to enter at my buy limit of 7.37 cents. So yes, I'm a little bit of a hypocrite, all right? But that happens, right? That's how the market moves. You got to have fear and you got to have greed, and even sometimes the best of us traders get a little bit of that fear or get a little bit of that greed, and we move on something quicker than we should. So and I'm just being honest here. In my specific case, I bought somewhere around 8 cents. Didn't really capitalize on the target or that profit, I should say, like the rest of you all might have, who were patient enough to wait for us to get down to the 7.37 cents level, or some of you may have bought even lower. So, congratulations to you guys. Now, I hope you did what I did and sold in this area. I put out that alert to all my Substack subscribers that I sold there. And that, by the way, is the benefit of subscribing there. I don't really have time to visit all of my social media platforms to do all this. So that's my main mode of communication. However, in this case, I put out videos regarding Jasmine. You guys find them all beneficial and have thanked me for them. So I want to continue at least doing this with Jasmy because it is a little coin here that has a lot of volatility, which you guys all know that I like volatility, especially if you know what you're doing in the trading business. You can make a lot of profit. So right now we are in a drawback phase. I sold there because we hit our uh, key level of resistance, and 80% profit in one day is a no-brainer. You have to sell there. You hit a key level of resistance and you're at 80% profit. I personally wasn't at 80%. I was at more like a little over 30% profit. That's good enough for me. I'll take it. So I took my money and I ran. All right. And I'm actually repositioned to another crypto, which I alerted my subscribers, Substack subscribers about. Made profit on that one and then sold that one today. And I am currently in cash on a lot of my positions now. I think I got over 30% in my trading portfolio in cash. Here's the reason. I do expect somewhat of a drawback over the next couple days. I'm not saying this will happen. We got to watch this price action closely. But you can see, especially with Jasmy, we got some room to move down to this level again of 7.37 cents. I think we could actually come down there again. And I'm looking to dollar cost average in as we head down to that level. I don't know if we'll make it. And for that reason, I'm buying in, positioning in slowly. And you guys at Substack know this. All right. Now, in this particular case on Jasmine, we have a triangle here. See this purple downtrending line? So we have a lot of time really to live inside of this triangle before the bulls and the bears actually have to make a final decision. Are we going up, or are we going to break below? Actually, I should say this is our baseline now because we came down to 5.9 cents, all right? Or are we going to move down and around here and then actually break down further? So I obviously hope and am banking on the latter not being true. And I think with the correlation of data that I'm seeing on all the other charts, the bulls are coming soon. We're seeing bullish divergence. There's lots of indicators. I've mentioned them all in my daily updates. For time being, I suppose before I talk about strategy on this a little bit more, let's let's jump over real quick to Bitcoin to give you further reasoning why I think we will have a drawback. All right. So, Bitcoin, I said the battle here was between the bulls and the bears at this red line. Looks like the bulls are winning. All right. We had one candle, even though it's red, it closed above that trend line. That was a good sign. So, I said yesterday, we need this candle today to close above that trend line. It looks like it's going to do that. I can't be sure until the candle actually closes out, but very strong move from the bulls once we broke out to the upside of that. And now we are on the upside of that triangle between the red downtrend line and the green uptrend line. All right. So then what happens after we break outside of these triangles? We come back down and we like to kiss mama goodbye. All right. So that's what I think, or I should say that is what the probability scenario of price action would be in this case. It doesn't always have to happen like that. And you guys know this. Nothing I say is 100% accurate or true all the time. But this is just a way of the way the purpose of technical analysis is to show you probabilities, let me say it like that, uh, in price action. And from all my experience, what I see price action doing once we pop outside of these triangles is most of the time we will come back down and revisit the top of that triangle before we proceed further. So that's kind of what I'm banking on over the course of the next several days. Additionally, if we're talking about Bitcoin, we may as well talk about our stock indexes real quick. And the only reason I'm going here is because stock indexes lead Bitcoin. Bitcoin leads the crypto market. All right, that's generally the way the data correlates. So in this case, Dow is threatening to go up and above this triangle. Do you think it's going to do that? I don't. I don't. You guys, what you have to understand is once we get to the stock market here, the goal of the market movers, the market manipulators, is to trick as many people as possible because that's how they make the most money. And by the way, it's no different in politics or medicine or anything else where there's a lot of money moving around and a lot of people stand to gain a lot of profit. All right. You trick the most amount of people possible so that you can capitalize on that. I'm sorry, but that's just the way the world works. And if you know that, you can be a good trader. That's what I'm trying to help people understand. The world isn't as idealistic as we'd all like to believe it is. All right. Unfortunately, the markets and the world still moves on fear and greed. Those are the two prime emotions that drive everybody to make decisions, however rational or irrational they may be, depending upon how much of that fear or greed influences them. So we have a triangle here, just like all the rest of the markets, and we have a long time to live inside this triangle. And personally, the view I hold right now is that we will live inside of this triangle for quite a few weeks maybe even months, bouncing around inside here till the bulls and the bears are forced to have a final showdown, and they will fight to determine who wins, bears or bulls. All right. So we have some time inside this triangle. I would not expect that we'll just pop upside of this triangle and back into our channel. Um, I think maybe tomorrow we'll have a down day. That's just the way the market works. And always there's room for the possibility that I am wrong. But that's I'm speaking to you in terms of probabilities. All right. SPY is no different. We have this ascending wedge, which, as I've stated before, is a continuation pattern. Now, I expect sometime that we will break above this level of resistance here, which we're currently above today on the daily. All right. Does that mean that we have broken that resistance level? No, as always, we need another candle opening and closing above that resistance level to show you proof and confirmation that the bulls have won this battle. Tomorrow, I think we'll have another red candle to take us back down. And then over the course of the next several days, we'll come back down and hit this 50-day, which is moving up. Then we might move up again, hit our heads on that, and we have some time to live inside of this ascending triangle as well, actually all the way through February, which is interesting. All right, and so I think that is the view that dominates my thinking at this point. All right, so tomorrow look for us to have a down day in the stock markets. All right, so this affects Bitcoin, of course, and that's what I'm getting to. So with that, I think Bitcoin comes back down and kisses the top of our triangle. All right, and then maybe around the green trend line before we start to move up and forward again. All right. Keeping all that in mind, that brings us back to Jasmy. All right. So Jasmy is still inside of a triangle. And right now, I should really, because we have broken below this. So what I'm going to do is, whoops, crosshairs. Come on. I am going to make that support level a little less distinguishable. And right now, this is acting as our biggest support since we touched that again. All right, so that's thick support. So in fact, I can change the color of that so it's purple. And then you can clearly see the triangle which we live inside of. All right, so that is where I think we will exist through first, second week in January until the bulls and the bears are forced to do battle in this area and must decide, are they going to go up or are they going to go down? All right. So during this course of time is when I'm looking to re-enter slowly. And that's what I call dollar cost averaging in. So every time Jasmine makes a little bit lower low or higher low, uh, as the trend continues down, I throw a little bit more at this thing. And then most of my money will probably be back in Jasmy at this point. Most of my money designated for Jasmy, not most of my trading money. All right. Never throw all of your cash at one crypto. That's just a dangerous way to play this game. All right. But at this point, most of my cash reserved for Jasmy will be back in. And then if we come a little bit lower, let's say we come back down to 5.9 cents, I'll take that deal. I'll have a little bit more cash on the side ready to jump back in. All right. So that's what I see for Jasmy. We have some time on this, and that's why I'm not panicking. That's why I sold up here. And I wasn't going to FOMO this and just hold on till we get to our target way up here. That takes time, guys. This is a daily chart. Remember, that target is set for 5 to 6 weeks on average, all right, from the time you enter. And that's generally the play on my swing trades. It's 5 to 6. Sometimes it can go up to 2 months. Sometimes it can be in days, depending on how volatile or how fast the market decides to move. In this case, I don't expect us to hit this target up here until maybe the end of January. All right. So we have some time here. I'm not panicking. I'm waiting to get even better deal than where we're at. I expect us to come down just like Bitcoin, just like the market. And if that doesn't happen, well, then I reevaluate and I'll come to you with another video at that point. Another sign I see here, just spotted. See this line RSI? All right, that's a key level of resistance. We are hitting that right now. We are hitting that right now. That's indicating to me that we will come further down. All right. And potentially, and I'll zoom out to the 4 hour here, potentially we come down to this trend line, which I've drawn, and that will make more sense when we zoom into the 4 hour. All right. So see this on the 4 hour? I've got this trend line on the RSI trending up. And right now on the 4 hour, we're above that red line of resistance, but on the daily, we're below it. So I do expect that we would come down and kiss the top of this purple trend line as well. And that could happen here in the next couple of days. And, it's a 50-50 at this time with this drawback, but probability, well, I guess I would say it's a little better than 50-50, maybe 60-40 that we are going to drop further. All right. And that's what I'm banking on. If it was 50-50, I wouldn't have sold as much as I did today. Substack subscribers, you guys all saw all those trade alerts and all those trades I made a lot of profit. I was really happy with my profit over the last uh, 2 or 3 days, especially yesterday and today. You guys saw all those trades. I increased my portfolio size by about 20% in the last 2 days. All right. And so if you were following me along in all of those trades, then congratulations to you. You guys did just as well as I did. All right, enough on Jasmine. Hope you guys found this video useful. And if so, please give me a like or comment if there's anything that you see that I'm missing here in terms of technical analysis or anything I could add to this. I would much appreciate it. I learn as much sometimes from you guys as you learn from me. All right. And so that's the benefit really for me of doing these videos is I'm finding a lot of coins uh, due to you guys in the comments section saying, hey, have you heard about this one? No, I'll have to look into it. So I look into it from the technical side, and I depend on you guys for like the news items regarding those coins and such. Anyways, hope you all have a good day. Stay safe out there trading, and uh, Merry Christmas to all of you. I'll see you probably maybe one more time before Christmas, but if not, Merry Christmas to you all. See you after Christmas.